Their atmosphere is as great as their food.
We're talking about the Keg Steakhouse and Bar, and Josh Bishop, the general manager of the restaurant, is here with a delicious taste. He's already got the studio smelling amazing. Josh, thanks for being here.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Really excited about it.
A lot of action going on.
And we got that sizzle.
Steaks.
Yeah. So what makes your steaks different, would you say?
You know, we start with really high quality meat. Our steak program altogether is, I would say, pretty comprehensive. We're really looking for a great keg steak. You know, there's a lot of programs out there, whether it be, you know, your certified Angus or your prime beef. There's a lot of different options out there, but our goal is to really provide, you know, a keg steak. And we start with getting a great meat. We're looking for a highly marbled steak, and then we age it a little bit longer than most to try to really get some nice tenderness and flavor in that meat.
I love going to your restaurant because the atmosphere, I think, is incredible. You have that kind of like dark, rich feel. It's busy, but at the same time, it's pretty intimate as well. I always get table number 25 when I go.
It's the most popular table.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So discuss that atmosphere a little bit more. Why do you guys make it that way?
You know, it goes way back. The Keg started in 1971, and it was kind of how they started. Our founder really liked that, you know, the amber pools of light over each table and just kind of that old style feel. We're a lot more contemporary now that we're 40 years later, and the restaurants are definitely a lot nicer than I'm sure they were, you know, back in the 70s. But it's, you know, you got the dark wood, and it just kind of gives you that kind of a relaxing feel.
And upscale at the same time.
Exactly.
And the service is really great. So let's get back to the steak and some of the sides.
Yeah, absolutely. So today I've got a New York strip loin, which is my favorite when it comes to steaks. You've got an amazing combination of both tenderness and flavor. And so we consider it the king of steaks. You know, your tender steaks will, you know, your filet, you could cut our filet with a fork.
Nice.
You know, it's super tender. And then on the other end of things, you have the, you know, the sirloins and the ribeyes that just have a ton of flavor. I like the New York because it kind of blends those together, and it gives you you know, just a fantastic eating experience.
Yeah, and here next to it, I see a little bit of seafood. Is that one of the sides that you can get?
So we do an Oscar topper. So I thought, you know, one of my favorites. Actually, my favorite way to do the New York is our peppercorn style. A little spicy, lots of pepper. If you like pepper, you really can't beat it. But our Oscar is shrimp, scallops, and asparagus with some béarnaise sauce.
Just
that
delicious.
sounds great.
I see you have a sort of a plate here which you're going to set the steak on. Is there a few of the other sides that you have?
Yeah, so our twice baked potato is by far the most popular. We scoop out a potato, and we blend it up with onions, garlic, some sour cream in there, a little bit of butter, make it really good. And then we bake it a second time before it goes on the plate, and it's we get more compliments on that than maybe anything else in the restaurant.
This is like
you can get it with any item on the menu. So
this is like a dad's dream. Do you have a specific menu for Father's Day?
We are adding, so the New York strip loin, we are doing an 18 ounce for the dads. So while supplies last anyway, it's going to be a very busy day. I highly recommend reservations for that day.
Big old piece of meat.
It is. It's a big old piece of meat. If you like the steak like I do, then you're going to be pretty happy with it.
Yeah, and so how is the perfect steak cooked in your opinion? If you had to say, well, medium, rare?
Medium rare is my favorite, but to be completely honest with you, for me it kind of depends on the cut of meat I'm eating. You know, I'll eat a filet rare, and I go a little bit more, you know, on some steaks as well. So
depends on the meat. Between
rare and medium rare for me. But you know, the thing about the Keg is we want people to be happy. I got people to come in and like a medium well steak. That's no problem. You know, if that's how you like your steak, that's how we make your steak. It's I've had a lot of great medium well steaks, and you know, they still taste amazing. They're still juicy, even though they're cooked a little bit more beyond. You know, not necessarily my style, but you know, some people love it.
I like the one where you can just cut it with a fork. That's what I would like to order. Let's talk about the Keg Spirit Foundation.
Yeah, the Keg Spirit Foundation. So I want to say back 2001, the Keg recognized that we had a lot of amazing people working for us, doing a lot of great things out in their communities. And to kind of pull that all under one umbrella, the Keg started the Keg Spirit Foundation. And we fund the foundation through the restaurants. And we take any money that goes into that, 100% of it goes to our, you know, whatever charity we might be supporting. We stick to kind of youth mentorship type of charities. And we worked with Big Brothers Big Sisters, I think Boys and Girls Club. Here locally, we go down and help Habitat for Humanity and help build houses as a group. And we've done half marathons and Tough Mudders. a bunch of guys actually hiked to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro a few years back.
Really?
That's nuts.
For the Keg Spirit Foundation. It's a really cool foundation, and if I had time, I'd tell you some of the amazing stories that I've heard of some of the people that we've helped and some of the things that we've done. But it's really, really neat.
You really feel that cohesiveness among the staff when you go in.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the servers, they just seem so happy to work there. So, and then you kind of get the feel of what you're contributing outside of that just by the way that they interact, because it is your family. You spend more time with the people you work with than you do your own.
I spend a lot of time with the people I work with, and you know what? I think that's kind of one of our keys to success is just our people. We have an amazing people. I have an amazing group of staff in the front of house. They're hospitable, they're happy, they just really care.
Yeah.
And then in the back of house, I've got just amazing cooks. They put me to shame. I started in kitchens back when I was 15 years old, and absolutely love cooking, but I've got my lead grill guy. He doesn't know how to cook a steak wrong. And if you want a medium rare,
that's
Ray
a good
will
grill
cook
guy
it.
to have.
He'll cook it medium rare, medium well. He can look at it and tell. I couldn't tell you what that looks like in the middle, but I'm assuming it's medium rare.
Right. But he would know it just because
it's a little bit of a different setup, but
so that's the
he's
final
amazing.
look there. I mean, what more could you want on a plate? You're talking about all these great people that you work with. You can taste the love in the food, and that's sort of the whole point of this. So we're going to get him out there. We're going to get him getting a steak. He's going to put the final touch on this. What are you putting on top?
This is our béarnaise sauce, and it is an amazing finish.
What dad wouldn't want this as a present?
That's right. Chef, thanks so much for being here.
Chef.
Pleasure to see you.
Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's been great being on.
And Keg Steakhouse Dining Room will open at 4 p.m. and they have happy hour specials daily. Those start at 3 p.m. For more information, you can head to kegsteakhouse.com or you can call them to make reservations at 520-219-9500.